Hey, what's up? I'm Steph, and for the last decade, I've worked as a cinematographer and gaffer here in New York City. As an owner-operator, I tried my best for years to play Tetris with a Honda Pilot, but in August, I finally upgraded to this, my Mercedes Metris. So today I'm taking you on a tour of my van and the progress I've made on my build so far. Disclaimer, my build is not going to be as impressive as a lot of others on YouTube, simply because I don't have a garage or a driveway, and I live in a Brooklyn apartment. Because I park this on the street, that means my most expensive gear does not live in this van and is still locked up securely every night. Okay, so why a Metris? I already own enough gear to fill a 2-ton van, and it's pretty challenging to squeeze everything into the Metris as is. But the Metris is the biggest cargo van you can get that will still fit in the majority of Manhattan garages with the highest rated weight capacity in that category. I could have gone with something like a high roof Sprinter or even a full-size low roof, but by doing so, I'd have to park in the commercial zones in Manhattan and I couldn't fit in a garage. Why don't I just do that? Well, because in New York City, you need commercial plates to do that. And if you have commercial plates, you can't park in residential neighborhoods overnight. Again, I don't have a garage, and I actually don't even live anywhere near a convenient garage where I could pay for monthly parking, so I was limited to passenger plates, and therefore a van small enough to fit in a garage for jobs. Speaking of, there are some annoying rules you should know about if you're thinking about getting a van in New York City. In order for your cargo van to have personal passenger plates, you need to prove that it's been modified to fit within the requirements of a passenger vehicle. I won't get into all that here, and you can go to the DMV website to check it out or comment with any questions. But that means the first modification I had to make was to install windows in the cargo area. I opted for small porthole windows because they pose the least risk to security and because they're more affordable to install. So here I've got a 2019 Mercedes Metris with a leather interior, a 1/4-inch rubber floor, double-sided doors, and a mesh partition. I bought this used, and it came with the flooring and partition pre-installed, which was perfect for my needs because this is actually the exact partition I had planned to put in myself. I opted for the mesh because of increased visibility, rigging points since I can hang all kinds of things from it, from shelves to gaff tape, and for airflow because when I'm working in the back, I don't have to gasp for air in the summer or freeze my ass off in the winter. It also came with a roof rack, which I use to strap ladders onto when needed, but I don't bring them out by default because they would either get stolen or prevent me from parking in a garage. The first thing you'll notice when you open the side door is my custom cart from Grip Carts, built by Carl Kim in New Jersey. This serves as my all-in-one solution for C-stands, stingers, sandbags, clamps, flags, gels, and practicals. So here you can see it fits snugly behind the partition, and it holds 9 C-stands. Right now I have 8 full-size and 1 baby on here. In the back there's a hook that holds flags, and it can be rotated and removed when needed to go into travel mode. Down here we've got a pen for sandbags and shelving that holds 2 crates of stingers. In this green crate, I have clamps organized by type and function, and in the blue crate, we've got practicals like B7Cs, MC Pros, I've got a hazer in there, and miscellaneous gels and diffusion. I've also got an Apple Box family here, and another full up top. This cart's very heavy, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it's also not going to break down on me anytime soon. And I wanted something that would both serve as organization when I needed to work off the van, as well as an easy solution when we do jobs in Manhattan, for example, and you need to just roll everything off on carts and then go park in a nearby garage. So back here behind the cart, I've tucked my ramp, and when we need to roll it off, it is a 2-person job, but it isn't bad at all, and it honestly doesn't happen that often. Moving on, we've got speed rail, boom arms, and combo stands tucked underneath the cart here. I typically put smaller lighting units or camera pelicans up here on the shelves and make a base with the larger lights on the floor. When I know it's going to be a cart day, I also pack up a rock and roller and some collapsible wagons and throw them in here on top of everything. I've also got lots of little magnetic hooks and cable hangers for miscellaneous storage like circular bounces, rolls of tape, rolls of diff. Here you'll see I installed 2 Ranger folding shelves. I went with the folding shelves because I work as both a DP and a gaffer, so I need the flexibility to load this up in different ways for different jobs. If I ever need to put anything massive in here, or build everything on carts, I can just fold these flat and save myself the space. Plus, if I ever want to go on a camping trip or use this for personal purposes, I've got that room too. I do plan to get folding shelves installed on the other side, but these units went for about $1,400 for just the single side, so I decided to spare my wallet for another day. And finally, you'll see I installed 2 steel window grills for the back. This not only helps add a bit of security, but it also serves as another rigging and storage point. Now up front, I've got a really roomy cabin, but I found myself missing any kind of storage. I went on Amazon and found these 2 wire shelves that I just hung on the partition, and now I can keep whatever I need handy. Down here, I also keep a 30 rack of Celsius, a bag full of miscellaneous snacks, and a big case of water. I spend a lot of time on the road, and I've also been burned by enough productions that don't feed us well, so I always make sure I carry enough for myself and my crew. Now this is a 2019, so it didn't come with any impressive infotainment system, but I hopped on Amazon and got this one for $100. It came with a front and rear camera. I didn't need the rear camera because my Metris came with one, but the front starts recording the second I start up the car, and it saves to an SD card, which I really appreciate. It's got Apple CarPlay and all the bells and whistles I need, and one day I'll probably upgrade the actual built-in screen, but for now, it's low on my list of priorities. So that's my van and my workflow so far. I'm excited to be able to share a part 2 in the next couple months. Hopefully in the next video, you'll see another side of folding shelves, a door rack for the light stands, some improved work lights in the cargo area, an upgraded infotainment system, and maybe another custom cart. If you're thinking about starting your own van journey or you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll see you next time.